So each of us will identify with that, with the characters in that book 1.1 to different degrees, because we're living in a real world. And the reason we are having this tester session is to give ourselves some time to think through various aspects of our lives that are right before us. And I'm going to, I think, now one thing I need to remember, because last week I did introduce myself to, let me just get that again. Okay. I think I'm not sharing my screen yet. Can you see my screen?
No.
Yes, I can.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So just introducing myself. My name is Aaron Zechubuchian, as you have picked up already. I am a mechanical engineer by training, and I have had interest in human development for over 40 years. Ran several Bible clubs, particularly when I was in Nigeria before I came over here. When I came over here, that's the very first thing I picked up, to start working with children. It opened me up to many things, particularly when the children started asking me questions about life, things that should be common. It's common knowledge, and I couldn't answer them. Of course, I stumbled to answer it because I'm the one organizing the club. But I knew in my own spirit that I did not know what I should have told them. I knew what they were asking me about life. The answer must be better than what I was given. But I didn't know, so I could only tell them what I knew. I've been involved in many Christian groups. I've led Christian groups. I've came over here, I have lectured in a college. I have run a college myself, okay, for some years. So all these things that have got me involved in sort of training of one kind or the other. But it's interesting. I did my PhD here. I did my master's in Nigeria. I did my master's again here, and I did a PhD here in UK. And I was shocked at the end of my PhD, probably 10 years after I've been practicing mechanical engineering for over 13 years, I think up to 13 years. And I went for a training in Ukraine. And that's when I was first introduced to development, human development. I said, I've been to school, I've got my PhD in mechanical engineering, I've been working for years, so I must be developed. The challenge I was posed is about how my life will end on earth. I did not know. In fact, I thought it's not a question you ask people. How would people know? How would you know? I mean, maybe I took my education in mechanical engineering and my job and all that to give me the kind of boldness I thought I had to answer the question. How can you be asking that kind of question? How would you? People don't know. You know why I was thinking like that? Because I thought at my age and at my academic exposure, I've known everything that ought to be known about how life works. I didn't know how ignorant I was. But I finished that training and came back and it wouldn't leave my mind. I kept that question, how will your life end? All the kind of characteristics I knew about God didn't match my ignorance to that question. I am like him, and yet I don't know my end. I am in the beginning, and I don't know how my end will be. And I'm like God, who sees the end from the beginning. I can't see mine, and I was comfortable that I can't see mine. So those things were challenges I couldn't ignore. And I found myself continually searching for, trying to get some answer to that question. It took me some years to gather some material, answering some questions, trying to crystallize that who am I? What am I on earth for? Books, I got some books to read, some books. And pieces started coming together for me. Then the first thought to share that truth with somebody else was when I met another sister who has equally finished her PhD, was lecturer at university. He's still lecturer at university. and pose the same question about concern about herself. She doesn't know what is he on earth for. Now she had a PhD lecturer at the university, and the question of why am I on earth for, she couldn't answer it for her life too. And I said, I found mine. I think I found mine. I can share with you what I found. And that's the start of the SLIP, Strategic Life Implementation course. Because she brought some of our friends, we gathered in my house and we stayed for some time, for some weeks, just sharing with them what I've got. And that's when I first started putting it in structure format. After going through that, they were so impacted by the information that they requested we do it again and get a wider audience. And we were preparing to do that when COVID hit. And COVID became an advantage for us, of course, because everybody is locked down in their houses. So we switched into Zoom. We got Zoom and then just told people to join in. So they joined it like you're joining in now. And that was the first time that we ran it fully, as Strategic Life Implementation course. Since then, I've had occasion to run it over and over again. I've run it in Ivory Coast, and I'm going through a series now with Ivory Coast people in Ivory Coast. I've also run it in Nigeria. 2 years ago, I was in Nigeria to organize just a training for young people for 2 weekends, just going through. The course currently have 3 stages, which we'll talk about later. But just to let you know how this developed, we've used Zoom like we are doing now, and boot camps is what I make reference to residential training, where we all come and stay over the weekend from Friday to Monday, just going through these materials. Some of you, I don't know whether you're aware of Trewin and the website, because the testimonies of people that have been through this course, they are all published. They gave their testimony on video, so you can see their faces, hear them, what they think about how the course impacted them. But that's about me. The things that we will do today will basically run through this kind of series that I will go through with you on the. I will go through your potential and your philosophy, the video we're going to use to explain that, and then your life as a project, then take charge of your life. We're going to conclude just about midday. And I don't think it's time for questions yet, so let me take you through the first session. Unless you have a comment, anybody has a comment you want to make on that, or a question you want to ask, that will help you understand better what I'm saying. Okay, if you don't, I'm going to take you through the first one. Now, those that joined us later, I have asked the question of people who did the assignments that I sent. I don't know whether you did it. Could you share with us, if any one of you that joined later, does anybody want to share with us your experience going through the exercise? The exercise that I posted on the WhatsApp? Is there anybody that want to share with us what you found about it? Okay, I've taken some comments on that already anyway. So I'm going to go ahead with the today's first part of what I want to share with you today. Basically, the aim is to introduce you to the experience that people that go through this course have. Introduce you to the kind of interactive environment we experience, and then the exercises of exploring yourself and discovering things about your life and what you are here for. We will not, of course, deal with the whole course. And this is just a tester session, like I said, just to give you experience of what happens during the training. Your potential, your philosophy. We intend to, through this course, through this session, bring up to your awareness the unlimitedness of human potential. And then what personal philosophy is and the impact it has in life. The origin of our values and how we are formed. What values really is to us and how those values are formed. Of course, the impact they have in our life. Then how personal philosophies govern decisions and life outcomes. These are terminologies that you may have heard, but the impact it has and how it governs your experience in life may not be brought to your awareness. And these are things I'm going to bring out. therefore, how to reform our personal philosophies for better life outcomes. We'll also intend to touch on how to choose between success and failure. Of course, some of us may not have become aware that it's actually a choice and not a happenstance in our lives. Okay, there is a video that I intend to share first before I go into this. And I'm going to go to that video now. Okay, do it another way. Welcome to. But I don't think you can. Can you hear it? Can you hear the video? If I don't get a response from you, I don't know whether you're hearing me. So
no, I'm not hearing.
Yeah. Listen again. Welcome to this first part of the course, Take Charge of Your Life. Can you hear it now? Your potential, your philosophy. And here you will discover that your potential is limitless. Just watch these two videos.
It's an overworked word, but there's no other way to describe Nick Vujicic. He really is inspiring. Nick was born without arms or legs. And when he tells the story of his birth, the shock, the confusion suffered by his parents, he'll have you in tears. Growing up wasn't all that much fun either. So how did this poor little Aussie kid do so well? Become school captain, go to uni, get a double degree, and set himself up in a really great job. That's the story we're about to tell. A message you'll never forget. Nick Vujicic was born with no legs and no arms.
I'm going out on a limb. What do you want?
But he's sure got plenty of guts.
This is scary right here, mate. This is where you gotta have guts. Or you're a bit crazy. 10. Nice, mate. Thank you very much. You're a generous judge.
This 25-year-old Australian is climbing over every obstacle life puts in front of him, and he's doing it with style.
You really can.
Yes, I cannot hear a thing, please.
There's no harm in believing so.
Everybody's going through something. You know, we're all going through something, just my...
Sorry, you say you can't hear. Who is saying you can't hear?
It's bright, please.
You
I'm
can't
not
hear.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything since
Is
then.
anybody else hearing it at all?
Yeah, we are hearing it.
Yeah, I can
I
hear.
can hear.
Okay, Brad, can you check your
Audio.
speaker, please?
That are just
Your
audio.
Check your audio.
Okay.
My pain is a bit more visible than yours or somebody else. When that clicked, it was like a light bulb when, you know, just flashed in my brain. I'm like, hey, now life I see as an opportunity. This circumstance, there's got to be something good.
No arms, no legs.
No worries, mate.
So do you see yourself as a disabled person?
I know I have no arms, no legs, but the definition of disability is something stopping you from being able to do something. In my life, there's hardly anything I've found that I can't do.
Even
that I
golf.
want to- even golf. There you go.
Nick is an
But I
inspiration.
couldn't locate
An
my
phenomenal passion for
audio.
life that's intoxicating for everyone who meets him.
Nice. Give me 5, man. I feel like I'm enjoying life more than the average person out there. That I'm achieving more things than the average 25-year-old. It's great. I'm fulfilling my dreams, man.
Please, I couldn't locate my audio. What do I do?
Those dreams.
Sorry, Bright.
Yeah.
You can't locate your audio.
Yes, please.
I don't know how to advise you from here.
Oh,
Using a phone or a computer,
I'm using a phone.
unless anybody has an idea of how to help Bright. Anybody?
Maybe she can put her finger on the base of the screen of the phone and something will appear. If it's not appearing, she should just scroll to the left until she sees the speaker, the mute thingy, the start video, share participants and all that. And then she clicks on the microphone and then it comes up with dial something, Wi-Fi or something, and then she clicks on that. Then the sound might come up. Or she just leaves the meeting.
I think what you is saying, it's Bright, it may be the best thing for you to go out. When you come back in, your phone will normally ask you how you want to select audio. It will come up immediately you come in. So in that time is the time you need to touch the audio, the audio that comes up. If you need to touch it that time, so you can connect it to audio. If you didn't do that when you entered, it might be the reason locking you up. But I don't know. But you are hearing me anyway, and I'm hearing you.
Okay.
So I don't know why that is happening with your phone.
Yeah,
Yes, you're hearing me, but you can't hear what I'm sharing. Is that the case? You cannot hear.
Yes, I can. I've not seen anything.
You're not seeing anything.
Okay, maybe I'll go out. I'm not seeing anything.
Just wait, right?
On my screen.
You're not seeing anything on your screen.
What is on my screen is done speaking. Your microphone is unmuted. Hello?
Okay. Yeah. You are muted now, Bright. Can you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself, please, Bright. I can't hear you anymore. I don't know whether you're still talking.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now I'm saying.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me? You're muted again. Can you stop muting yourself? Unmute yourself again. Touch that microphone and unmute it.
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't touch the microphone again. Don't touch the mic again. Okay. Now I'm saying, if you can, what is the problem? You can't see anything on your screen, or you can't hear the audio or the video. What's the problem?
I've not seen anything. I've not heard anything. Hello, sir.
Okay. If you swipe across your screen,
okay.
If you swipe across your screen, can you see anything?
Okay, nothing.
Right. I don't know how I can help you.
I've not seen anything.
but you can hear me. Sorry, friends. Just trying to see if you can help Bright. I think
Can I
don't
go
know.
out as the area advice?
Maybe you should log out and log in later.
Can you log out and go back and come back in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Do that. Okay.
Hello, sir. Good morning, all.
Okay.
Please,
Good morning, Judy.
get up, get out. When he's coming in, he should enable his Wi-Fi or his cellular. When he's coming in again, that's when he needs to do it.
Okay. Did you hear that,
Thank-
Bright? Okay.
Brought Nick to America 18 months ago. In a short time, he's become a smash hit as a preacher and motivational speaker.
Welcome, Nick Vujicic.
The secret to his success here is his Aussie accent and the ability to laugh at his lot in life.
Yeah, when you see me from the outside of a vehicle, you have no idea that I have no limbs. And we're at the traffic lights and this car comes up.
I can hear
This
anything.
girl's looking at me. So I look at her, she looks at
What's
me and I'm
happening?
like, cool, let's have some fun here. I grab the seatbelt in my mouth.
Wait a minute. Fumi, Fumi, you can't hear me.
I can hear you, yes. Go on.
You can't hear the audio or the video.
No, you've not started playing it.
I have, okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to stop now and start from the beginning. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. And have